Hey guys, so I decided to do a quick video just to tell you my experience trying out a juice company here in Toronto. It's a tiny little shop located in a basement, and they make their juice on site, and you can actually see them as they do that, which is kind of neat. And then so they don't only have juices, they have a bunch of other things as well that I didn't get to try, but yeah, but it's really cool. So before you actually buy a juice, if you're kind of confused about your flavors, you can sample a couple of flavors. I think I didn't actually sample anything. I just kind of picked my my flavors and called it a day. In any case, the juices actually range from, I think, anywhere between $8 to $12. The small ones, so they come in two sizes. One is 500 ml, which is the larger one, and then the 250, which is the baby of it all. So kind of half that size, I guess. And so I got two large sizes and then 4 or 5 smaller ones. I'm not sure if I got 4 or 5 of the small ones, but if I did get 5, I don't know where the other bottle is. Anyway, so I'll separate the review based on color. So I'll start with the green ones first. So the green ones, I got, what is this one called? This is Emerald City, which is basically kale, cucumber, celery, parsley, romaine, apple, lemon, and ginger. This was a tad sweet, so it was a sweetened juice, and so obviously the apple sweetens it all. I'm quite familiar with this combo of ingredients, as this is my combo as well. Like, this is normally what my green juice is made of, except for the ginger. I don't normally put ginger in mine. This was actually like probably, sorry, it's noisy outside. This was probably my favorite out of all of them in terms of something that I would actually do on a regular basis. And then the next one up was the All-In. I got that in a 250 ml. This is, oh, actually, you know what? The Emerald City that I just told you about, they all have fancy names, as you can tell. And so they say that it is the Quench and Revitalize drink. So if that helps anybody. And then the All-In is also a green juice, and it's cucumber, celery, romaine, parsley, kale, spinach, arugula, lemon, and lime. So again, pretty familiar with the mix of ingredients, except for the arugula. I've never put that in my juices. But it seems like this is also another juice that I will probably try, just because it wasn't sweet and it seems really good, and it went down really easily. I think maybe it's the mix of the lemon and the lime, I don't know, but it was really easy to drink. So those are the two drinks that are green, and then the other juices were colored. So this was a purple one. The purple one was it's called Black Beauty. When I walked into the store, actually, some of the guys who were buying their juices kept raving about this one. So it's called the Black Beauty, and it's apple, kale, spirulina, and wild berries. I actually really like this one. This was probably my next favorite after the green juices, because it's not something that I would make at home. But I really enjoyed it in that aspect, with the spirulina and I guess the blueberries in my juice. I need to try that at some point, and kale. But yeah, so I really enjoyed this one, and it's called the Heavy Metal Detox. I don't know why that is, but yeah, that's what it's called, and it was delicious. I got this in the 500 ml as well. And then for the yellow one, it's called the Immunity Now, which is known as an immune system support, which is grapefruit, orange, ginger, turmeric, and echinacea. Now, this was very sweet, and I would actually put it in my least favorites. I think if they reduce the amount of orange in it, I would probably like it. But yeah, I felt that it was really, really sweet, and it's kind of ironic that it's an immune system support, but then it has that much sugar. Yeah, I think the grapefruit makes it an immune thing, and the kinesia, sure. Oh, and turmeric. It's actually lots of really good ingredients in it, but yeah, I think if they cut down on the sugar here, it would be really delicious. Next up was the I Spy, which was an orange juice. It was carrot, apple, lemon, and turmeric. Now, I've tried this mix before without the turmeric, of course, but I liked this one, except again, it was really, really sweet. Yeah, I wrote that too. It was really, really sweet, and yeah, that's the kind of turn off for me. I felt a little, it's like they put too much apples maybe. But anyway, so this one is known as the anti-inflammatory and vision support. So, so I guess the carrots and the turmeric I think causes the anti-inflammatory piece, and then the carrots cause the, I guess, vision. Last but not least is the 100% watermelon. This juice online, like when you go on Instagram, everyone talks about it as being awesome and delicious. And it's just watermelon juice, which is known to hydrate and give you a glow. Now, I don't want to hate on this company, but I felt like this was the most unfairly priced product, because you know, the other juices, one could argue that okay, they're organic and it's like multiple ingredients in it, but this 100% watermelon can't cost the same amount as anything else in this bottle, in these other bottles. If I personally, maybe I have a bias as well, because I don't really like watermelon. I just don't like it. I'm trying to start eating it and drinking it. I haven't yet done it. I've not had a watermelon probably in like 15 years. I have not had a watermelon, because the flavor just turned me off and stuff, and it still does. I was able to drink this, but I wasn't sure whether it was because you know, when it's a novelty, when you have like something new, or you're like, oh, this is a juice from a juice bar, so you end up just drinking it just because you're like, it's a juice from a juice bar. But I don't know that I will make watermelon juice again. I actually bought a watermelon after trying this, but I don't see myself falling in love with watermelons, and I certainly don't feel it's fair to have this cost the same amount as, you know, something like All In, you know, which is a green juice. Like, it's just not fair. Anyway, overall, the pros of this company is that it's one of the things I liked was they have their packaging is really cool in that it's in glass bottles. This is cool for two reasons. One, it's obviously environmentally friendly in terms of people who may just be buying juices on the regular, so you can actually reuse these bottles by yourself and use them as your own juice bottles, which I plan to do. Or the second reason is that if you finish your juices like I did, you can just take them back and they'll give you back $1, I think, out of every bottle. So that's kind of neat, because they're saving money and you're saving money as well, and you're saving the planet in the process. So that's kind of neat. The second thing I liked was the service. Like, the people there were really friendly. It was a gentleman there who was very, very helpful. So, you know, that makes the experience, you know, worth the time and the money, because, you know, you don't want to go somewhere and then have people not being friendly. So yeah, that was really helpful. And then he also took the time to explain just different things when I had questions and that sort of thing. And then the other thing I liked is that their store, you can actually see them making the juices in the background. So that's kind of neat, because you can tell like the level of cleanliness, and you can actually see, it's kind of just a cool experience. It's like going to a factory, except that everything is happening in the open. So I really like that. The other thing I liked, the last thing I liked was that, oh no, not the last thing. The other thing I liked was that store felt like it's a community of people. So maybe it's just a coincidence about the time that I went there, but it felt like, you know, people were coming in and saying, hey, Bobby, Billy, whatever, you know, I'm just here to pick up my juices and stuff. So I think that adds this sort of sense of like, wow, people are return customers. So it means it's, you know, it's either the service is really good or the product is really good and it's working for people, or, you know, people just are friendly in that neighborhood. I think it's more that the place, it's like people actually like the company and, you know, they keep coming back because obviously they're seeing good things happen with juices. I found that most of the customers were male. I think maybe that speaks to maybe there are less guys who are inclined to juicing at home, making their own juice at home, but maybe it was just the time of the day that I went. So in terms of the cons, I don't really have major cons except for the fact that, like I said, the pricing is a little bit high, but then I feel like that's the standard in terms of the juicing world. The only thing that I do have a specific con about is the watermelon, that it should not cost the same amount as most of these juices. I feel that companies should be pricing their products based on the cost of their ingredients, really. As in, fine, you can inflate your prices, but at least, you know, between your two juices, like, you can't charge the same amount when it's like one very cheap ingredient versus, you know, 4 more different types of ingredients. Anyway, so that was a big con for me and a kind of a turn off. And then the second piece for me was around what is the second con? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The con is the price. The con is the price. That's the problem. But another pro that I liked actually is that, you know, I juice all the time, and it's kind of nice to have somebody else juicing for you and making your juices for you without you thinking about, oh my god, I have to clean up, I have to buy my produce. So that felt really nice for a change. And yeah, overall, I will definitely try this company again. I just will only probably keep to the greens. I hope they expand their line of green juices because I'd love to try them some more. But yeah, this is a great start for someone who doesn't know about juicing, and then it also gives you a chance, like I said, to take a look at what they put in their juices and then get inspired to make your own for your more regular practice. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I obviously shared all the pictures that I took before I drank the juices, and unfortunately I couldn't do a video the day that I got the juices because I was going out and I was just not able to. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the description box. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them, and I'll try my best to answer. And then if you are on Instagram, please follow me. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I hope you do. And I will see you in the next video.